Season 10 is over. Wow. Wow. Okay. This episode, the beginning was a little rocky, but wow, it did everything I wanted it to. With all that the season set up for it, like set up for the finale, it tied together everything so well, like better than than I was anticipating, and better than I really thought it was gonna be. Um, so we leave off with a cliffhanger, of course, but in the beginning, he's working on this case, and it's basically just to show like he's really off the rails, and he ends up killing a fellow hunter, and then Sam comes, and oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Charlie cracked the code to the Book of the Damned, and so now they know how to get the mark off of Dean. I'm sorry, I totally left that out. But that plays into this one because um also, oh my gosh. I'm sorry. So I'm going to go back to episode 22 for a moment and talk about how um, Sam, Rowena told Sam that he would have to kill Crowley. And so instead of like Sam being like, no, I'm not going to do it, he actually did it. Like he actually attempted to kill Crowley, but he couldn't because Crowley was super powerful. So yeah, so now Crowley's mad at Sam. But anyway, so now Rowena knows how to crack the code. She can do all her spells and stuff. And so there's some like stuff intertwined with like having to get the ingredients for the spell, which isn't as interesting as the ending. The ending was Dean decided that he was going to kill himself. But he couldn't kill himself because of the mark. So he contacts Death, and Death is like, sorry, I can't kill you, but I can send you to this void in the middle of nowhere where you can't hurt anyone, and you'll never be seen or heard from again. So Sam comes to this bar that Death and Dean are talking in, and for some reason, Death was telling Sam, I'm not saying like some reason as in for some reason, I mean like I just genuinely cannot remember the reason. Dean has to kill Sam. So Death is like, you must kill Sam, which is another thing that I want to bring up. Death was really out of character because normally Death is like, he's a pretty chill guy. He's normally not like this. He's normally not as brutal and like, you must kill your brother. So Dean is about to do it. He's about to kill Sam, and he's like, close your eyes, Sammy. And that's when I knew he wasn't going to kill him. He called him Sammy. So then he turns and he kills Death, which, how is no one going to die? But I thought this through because he killed Death, but there's still Reapers out there, so the Reapers can do the job. But, like, Death is dead. But then again, they killed the 4 horsemen, or they killed 3 of the 4 horsemen, and then they just killed Death. So I don't know how it's gonna work. Hopefully they'll explain that. So so Death explains that there's this thing called the darkness, and it came before God, and it's basically this big evil that is gonna happen if Dean removes Mark Kane. And of course, Cass and Rowena aren't in the room with them, so they don't know. So they do the spell, and it takes the Mark Kane off Dean. And so it lets forth this darkness, which is a great setup for season 11. And it reminds me a lot of the end of season 2 leading into season 3, which is where they open the gates of hell and they let all of the demons out. So I thought that was a good parallel sort of thing. And so then it leaves off with Sam and Dean like running to the Impala, and then the darkness just sweeping over the Impala, and we don't know what happens to them. Oh my god, are they gonna die? No, they're not. But I want to see what this can do. I want to see what it does to him. And then it also leaves off with Rowena puts a spell on Cass and like to make him like dog-like or something, and he goes to like kill Crowley. So we don't know what happens to Callie to Crowley and Cass. So overall, I thought this was a great way to end the season. I thought the episode was overall really great. I thought it just put the bow on the season. It ended it like it ended it exactly how I wanted it to without even knowing. Because I didn't know what to expect. And it was exactly what it needed. It was exactly the closing that season 10 needed. So I'm actually going to do this a little differently. I'm going to read the TV Fanatic rating. Unfortunately, there was no IMDb rating, so I can't have a sentimental TV Fanatic and IMDb rating matchup. So on IMDb, the editor rating was a 4.6 out of 5, and the user rating was a 4.4 out of 5. So for my final rating on Liz's Supernatural Spectacular Show, I am giving Season 10, Episode 23, My Brother's Keeper, a 9 out of 10. And I will also be rating Season 10 an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching Liz's Supernatural Spectacular Show, and I guess enjoy watching Season 11. Bye!